She was your best friend from high school. She told you she had cancer, pancreatic, aggressive, the kind that kills in months. You saw the bandages on her arm in selfies. You watched her TikToks where she got ready for chemo. You sent her money. Your mother sent her money. Your sister quit her teaching job in another state and moved hundreds of miles just to be near her. A real breast cancer survivor sent her $1,000 and let herself be called her chemo angel. And it was all a lie. Every diagnosis, every dollar, every tear. She wasn't dying. She just wanted you to love her. And the most disturbing part? She almost got away with it until her best friend asked one simple question. Henderson, Nevada, a suburb about 15 miles south of the Las Vegas Strip. Hallie Morgan Knight was a mother. She had children, she had a husband, and she had a story. She told everyone she was a successful content creator, a trip advisor working with the Four Seasons hotels. To Sydney Fink, that story sounded like an opportunity. Sydney had known Hallie since high school. They'd drifted apart after graduation. Years later, motherhood brought them back together. Their kids played. Their families mingled. The friendship reignited. Sydney trusted her. Her mother, Leanne, trusted her. Her sister, Corey, trusted her enough to leave behind an entire life in Utah, a teaching job, an apartment, friends, just to chase the dream Hallie was selling. And that dream came with a price tag. According to a Henderson Police Department warrant affidavit, between June of 2023 and April of 2024, Knight told Sydney and her relatives she could get them in at the Four Seasons, not as guests, as probationary employees. She even sent Sydney a digital contract on Four Seasons stationery. Then came the deposits, a trip here, a trip there, each one with a fee. Each one sent through Zelle, Cash App, Apple Pay, cumulatively $20,192.16. But the trips never happened. Every time the dates got close, there was an excuse, a delay, a complication, a reason it had to be pushed. For over a year, they didn't know they were being scammed. Let me ask you something. If a friend you'd known since you were 16 told you she had your dream job lined up, would you wire her a deposit, no questions asked? Drop your honest answer in the comments, because the Finks didn't catch it. Not for 14 months. When Sydney finally asked for the money back, Knight told her it wasn't possible. This is where it gets calculated. Police say Knight didn't just lie about a job. She posed as different people online. She created a GoFundMe. She built an entire alternate identity around a single, devastating word. Cancer, specifically pancreatic cancer. She posted updates. She made TikTok videos getting ready for chemo. She took selfies with bandages on her arm and posted them like proof of life. One victim, Rachel Riedel, told NBC affiliate KSNV she was so invested in helping, she actually called MD Anderson Cancer Center to ask if she could pay Knight's treatment bills directly. The hospital had no record of her, no name, no date of birth, nothing. Another victim, Suzanne DeRoy, an actual breast cancer survivor, donated $1,000. Knight reportedly called her chemo angel. According to court documents obtained by KLAS, when Sydney later confronted her in text messages, Knight admitted it. She said her head felt messed up, and it was like she was two different people, and she couldn't control it. When Sydney asked how she pulled it off, Knight reportedly replied, very, very sneakily. She told investigators she faked the cancer so people would feel guilty and more inclined to love and be around her. That was the stated goal, not the money, the love. The money was just how she paid for it. There were no broken bones in this story, no emergency rooms, no autopsy reports, but the damage was real. Corey Fink, Sydney's sister, told the Las Vegas Review-Journal she'd uprooted her entire life, quit her teaching job, left her apartment, left friends behind in Utah, all because Hallie told her something was being built, all for a contract that didn't exist. I do feel I lost a lot of my life, Corey said. Leanne Fink, Sydney's mother, sent Knight $475. She also brought her meals, babysat her children, watched a woman she believed was dying, while that same woman quietly drained her daughter's savings. In a victim impact statement, Leanne said the family had stopped pressing Knight for the deposit returns because they didn't want to push someone they thought was sick. That was the point of the cancer, to make them stop asking. On April 13, 2026, Hallie Morgan Knight walked into a Las Vegas courtroom and pleaded guilty. The charge, felony theft of property valued at more than $5,000 but less than $25,000. Under Nevada Revised Statute 205.0835, that's a Category C felony. Maximum exposure under state law, up to 5 years in the Nevada Department of Corrections plus restitution. The total amount agreed in the plea, $19,787.12. On June 24, 2026, Clark County District Court Judge Jessica Peterson handed down the sentence. Peterson told the court Knight needed to face consequences that matched the severity of her crime. But because of the plea deal and Nevada law, she said, she could not impose the prison sentence she actually wanted. The sentence, 30 days in the Clark County Detention Center, 24 months of probation, a suspended sentence of 2 to 5 years in state prison. That activates if Knight reoffends. Restitution, nearly $20,000 in monthly installments. The judge noted in court that Knight appeared emotionless as her victims wept and described what she had done to them. GoFundMe banned Knight from its platform. For life. Here's the part that haunts. When Sydney finally asked her, why? Knight didn't say she did it for the money. She said she wanted to be loved. So ask yourself this. If a person will fake terminal cancer to get love, post bandage selfies online to get love, pretend to undergo chemotherapy to get love, what wouldn't they do? At her sentencing, victims said they believe this case is only the tip of the iceberg. They've urged anyone else who may have been scammed to come forward. How many people are still out there, still believing she was sick, still grieving someone who never had a diagnosis? How many wires didn't make it into the police report? I want to hear your honest take. Do you think 30 days in jail is enough for what she did to these families? Drop it in the comments below. If this story stayed with you, hit the like button. Subscribe so you don't miss the next case we break down. And share this with someone you trust, because the next Hallie Knight is already someone's best friend. She didn't kill anyone. She just killed the part of them that used to trust.